welcome out to Fairytale Wrestling. It is now time for your WWE Friday Night SmackDown review after a very, very interesting night of wrestling last night. And as we all know, this was the final show of SmackDown before we go into the big pay-per-view event this weekend, Raw vs SmackDown Survivor Series. Yes, I'm actually really, really excited for that. But we are now officially going to be reviewing the show going in to that pay-per-view event, and let's see what we rank it. So 1 to 4 is bad, 5 to 6 is average, and 7 to 10 is good. We will do that at the end of the review, but for now, watch all the way to the end because we are going to start now officially reviewing WWE Friday Night SmackDown. So it all started off with the New Day coming out, and as we all know, they're part of Raw, so I was a bit confused that they were actually there. Obviously, I wasn't until the commentators Michael Cole and Corey Graves eventually said people from Raw had been invited over to SmackDown just to get ready for Survivor Series and stuff like that. And then while Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods were in the ring, they were what they were doing is they were literally just doing Undertaker poses and stuff, and then eventually like Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler came out saying like we want a match, and then Baron Corbin came out, then Sami Zayn came out, and then eventually the Street Profits came out, and then we got into our first match of the night, the New Day and the Street Profits against Sami Zayn, King Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode. Okay, I was confused because it's, you know, as we all know, it's the New Day versus the Street Profits at Survivor Series this weekend. But yeah, look, it was quite a good match. To be honest with you, yeah, it was quite a good match. And to be honest with you, I did enjoy it. The New Day and the Street Profits did go on and defeat Sami Zayn, King Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode in quite an action-packed match. It was quite a good 8-man tag team match overall. But yeah, in the end, I did really enjoy it, which was really interesting. But yeah, and then after that, we had an interview with Daniel Bryan backstage. And then he was like, right, I'm ready for Jey Uso tonight. And then Sami Zayn came over saying, right, I didn't have enough time to prepare for the match. He was just giving to me like 30s. Like, as soon as I went out there, I got like a 30-second notice of it. And then, yeah, he wasn't happy because he also got pinned in that match. And then he wasn't happy because he's got a match against Bobby Lashley coming up on Sunday at Survivor Series. But yeah, and then Daniel Bryan was laughing at Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn wasn't happy. And yeah, that's basically what happened between them backstage. Sami Zayn was not happy there. And then obviously we cut over to Adam Pearce, and then Natalia went over saying, right, look, I'm the best of all time. Please go and give me another Survivor Series qualifying match for the women's team. She was actually given another match. I mean, look, this is something that really, really did frustrate me, and I could not believe it. I was so... It just annoys me talking about, because this woman, Natalia, has had 3 qualifying matches. To be honest with you, she'd already failed in 2 of them, and then this was her 3rd one. It just doesn't make sense, to be honest with you. It's unfair, and everyone else backstage are. Look, all I can say is I was not happy one bit with it. Natalia actually beat Tamina in last chance Survivor Series qualifying match. And I swear Tamina's had an opportunity as well. But yeah, that's just basically what it's been like. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, Natalia's in the team. I just won't say I wasn't happy with this, to be honest with you. I was not happy with that part of the show because, you know, look, you know what, I just really wasn't happy, and I just can't be honest with it. I mean, what about, like, why can't other women in the back have a just have another chance to try and get in to the team instead of someone who's had, oh my God, it just annoys me. It just really, really does annoy me. But yeah, that's WWE for you. But yeah, eventually we actually after that, we got something good, which I did enjoy. And that was the Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns contract signing going into Survivor Series. And look, we all know Roman Reigns as the head of the table. He was literally sat at the head of the table. So, obviously, Drew McIntyre was sat here, and then Roman Reigns literally told Adam Pearce to get out of the way. Adam Pearce was sat here, then Roman Reigns was sat there. Hopefully you get what I mean. And then Roman Reigns was literally sat like he was at the head of the table. And then, Roman Reigns didn't let Drew McIntyre say that much. To be honest with you, what Roman Reigns was literally saying is that, Drew McIntyre, you're number 2. I'm the best of my championship's literally the main one, and I'm the face of the WWE. And yeah, Drew McIntyre signed the contract first, and then Roman Reigns signed it later after he said a lot about Roman Reigns, and then Roman Reigns obviously said to Drew McIntyre, "You'll always be my favourite number 2." That's all. That's what he said. But yeah. To be honest with you, I did enjoy it, and I am really, really looking forward for that match at WWE Survivor Series. It's really unpredictable, and I really don't know who's actually going to win that one, to be honest with you. But yeah, me and David are going to be doing a predictions video for that very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. To be honest with you, I'm actually still considering some predictions, because with some of the matches, I'm really, really not bloody sure what's going to go on. But yeah, you just have to wait until the video comes out. So yeah, it'll either be later today or tomorrow probably. But yeah, we'll just have to see. And then we got another good match. It was Seth Rollins versus Murphy. Brilliant match. Once again, I mean, look, we know the story between these two. Obviously, I mean, Seth Rollins has literally been saying, I mean, look, he was talking a bit backstage before he went out for this match against Murphy, saying, "I've literally helped you all through your career, and your name's only getting bigger and bigger because of me, and I've literally helped you, and you would be nothing without me." That is what Seth Rollins was saying. And then these two were put on one hell of a match. I thought Seth Rollins was absolutely brilliant. Murphy was absolutely brilliant, to be completely honest with you. Overall, it was an absolutely brilliant match, to be honest with you. Seth was beating up Murphy quite a lot, and Murphy outside the ring, he literally gave that massive knee to Seth Rollins just outside the ring. I mean, that he gave him last week when he properly turned on Seth Rollins, and to pretend that he was helping Rey Mysterio, and he wasn't, so he gave him that massive knee. I mean, seriously, it's absolutely amazing. Murphy is absolutely amazing. Murphy actually went on and beat Seth Rollins. I mean, what a match. And to be honest with you, Murphy deserves a lot of credit, because, Murphy is doing really, 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 really well at the moment. I mean, is there time to really talk about Murphy going for titles? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't recommend him going for the Universal title, obviously, but, I mean, look, you never know. He could be a champion one day, like Intercontinental champion or something, but, yeah, I don't think he's there just yet, but I think he's been absolutely brilliant in this whole storyline, and there's obviously, and then obviously I think Seth Rollins is going to be taking a break off WWE, because obviously him and Becky Lynch having a baby, aren't they, next month, I think, so... Yeah, he's going to be taking some time off as well. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens between Murphy and Aaliyah in the rest of this. But yeah, and also in that match, Rey Mysterio, Dominic, and Aaliyah were at ringside for him. I mean, obviously we were expecting Aaliyah, but Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio were there with him after they did approve him last week as well. So yes, it looks like there's gonna be some. It looks like they're all getting on now, which is all good. So yeah, and then after that, we saw Sasha Banks having a talk in the ring, obviously, and then you know, she was saying, she was just, Sasha Banks and Asuka in the ring, just having a face-off for their match that's happening on Sunday at Survivor Series. And then, you know, I think it was Michael Cole who was doing the face-to-face, and then Asuka was like, oh, well, I beat you the last time we fought, and then, yes, it's all going to be interesting. And then Carmella went and literally blindsided Sasha Banks. Literally 3 weeks in a row now, Carmella has absolutely beat the hell out of Sasha Banks. And it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with those two. Probably something at tables, ladders, and chairs, which is all going to be very, very interesting. So, yes. And then after that, I think it's something that I forgot to mention before we go on to our main event. Backstage, Adam Pearce added Bayley to the SmackDown women's team, and then obviously Natalya got her shots, so she's in this as well. And then Otis. I mean, I can't believe it because I wanted it to be Big E. I think literally everyone did, but yeah, Otis was added to the SmackDown Survivor Series men's team. Was I happy with that? I mean, I really don't know how to feel about this one, to be honest with you. But I mean, look, you never know. Something might happen with Big E and the New Day and the Street Profits match. I don't know. I reckon Big E could be involved in it. Could be like I reckon he'll be at Survivor Series. Obviously, like he might get involved in the New Day versus the Street Profits match somehow or something. But yeah, I'm gonna save that for my for the predictions video, obviously. But yeah, it's all going to be interesting. Otis is in the SmackDown men's team. And then obviously we got our main event. It was Daniel Bryan versus Jey Uso in a rematch from what we saw. And obviously Daniel Bryan's got his own new haircut and stuff, hasn't he? So, yeah, I forgot to mention that earlier. But, yeah, Daniel Bryan versus Jey Uso, absolutely amazing. I mean, these two pull off some absolutely bloody brilliant matches. I mean, the first one was absolutely brilliant. This one was obviously absolutely bloody brilliant as well. Yeah, you know, I think both of these two have so much. I mean, I have a lot of fun to them in their career, and you know, there's just so much chemistry together. They're absolutely brilliant. But yeah, I mean, yeah, they're just absolutely amazing. I really did enjoy. Jey Uso ended up beating... not Jey Uso. Daniel Bryan ended up beating Jey Uso and in an absolutely brilliant match. So, yes, absolutely brilliant match. And, yeah, Daniel Bryan managed to get the win in the rematch. You never know, we could see some third fights in the next couple of weeks between these two to see who wins overall. But, yes, Daniel Bryan managed to go on and win that one. So yeah, very, very interesting there, and it's all it's all gonna be interesting to see what happens in the future with WWE. But yeah, Survivor Series, WWE Survivor Series is obviously going to go on and happen this Sunday. It's all going to be really, really interesting. We've seen some interesting build up. Obviously, I think like the Raw, like the whole Raw locker room aren't going to attack SmackDown. Obviously, I think it's probably coronavirus related. But look, you know, we've obviously seen Drew McIntyre come on to SmackDown, the New Day. But you know, but yeah, look, I think there's going to be some really interesting matches going on at Survivor Series, and I'm really, really looking forward for the pay-per-view event, which is going to be happening this Sunday. So. Yes, very, very big talks for Survivor Series this Sunday. Anyway, it's time to actually go on and rank WWE SmackDown this week. 1 to 4 is bad, obviously. 5 to 6 is average. And 7 to 10 is good. What am I going to give this one? It's just that, you know, there were a few things that did annoy me a bit. You know, Natalya just kept on being given that just kept on being given that opportunity. I mean, Otis actually, what I've just remembered is he already had a shot against Seth Rollins to get in the team, which he did lose, and then he was added to the team. So yeah, look, I wasn't happy with that either, because I'm not happy. But you know, I'm looking forward for Survivor Series, and I thought Danny Bryan versus Jey Uso was brilliant. Seth Rollins versus Murphy was brilliant, and I think the contract signing between Drew McIntyre Roman was good, and obviously I think that the New Day Street Profits versus Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn, and Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode match was good as well. But yeah, I'm gonna give this 7 out of 10. Overall, I don't think it's really done enough to get an 8 or 9 or 10 really, but you know, the 7's a decent show. But yeah, so I'm gonna be ranking this one a 7 out of 10. Anyway, thanks for watching this video of Forever Talk Wrestling. I will speak to you all soon. Anyway, thanks for watching.